Hey everyone, and welcome to day 7 of my horror movie reviews. Today I will be reviewing Lords of Salem, directed by Rob Zombie. Now this is my second review of a Rob Zombie film, and I had seen this actually a while back, and I really wasn't sure if I wanted to review it or not, and so I'm reviewing it now, and I'm glad I'm doing it because it's a horror movie. This movie is about a girl named Heidi who is a DJ and a recovering drug addict, played by Sherry Moon Zombie, once again in a movie directed by her husband. There's this strange package that comes around, and it's a record that plays this song, this music by this band called the Lords of Salem. It was really strange. I almost found it really, almost disturbing, because I just think that it sounded so, creepy, and it almost reminded me of some of the stuff that was happening in the Skeleton Key. So it's all about this sort of, voodoo, witchcraft stuff, because she's obviously living in Salem, so there's, what went down there. After she gets this, thing, and strange things just start to happen. She's got some pretty weird neighbors, for starters, where she's living. There's this group of ladies that are old, and they seem harmless at first, but I'm they're kind of creepy, because one of them is she can see things and read people, so it's kind of creepy, so I would definitely not trust them. I kind of get this feeling they're just going to take advantage of her, for being so young and pretty and all that stuff. And she's got her whole life ahead of her. She doesn't need anybody to boss her around, especially old ladies. One of the interesting things that ends up happening to her, to Heidi, is that she keeps having these visions or just strange dreams, and they're always they seem to be pieced together as the movie goes on, and strange things just start to happen. She keeps entering this one room that's actually a part of her apartment building, and you don't at first get to see what's in there, at least not in detail, until later. And I just think that's also a really good mystery behind it, because it just leaves you guessing, and who's responsible for all this stuff. I might have been thinking about this before when I had first seen The Lords of Salem, but I don't think this was Rob Zombie's best work. I think because it's been so long since he had made a movie prior to this, which had come out last year, sort of the style of the movie really changed, and the tone really changed in comparison to some of the other Rob Zombie films. I wouldn't particularly say that this was my favorite film to watch. I mean, it was a little bit terrifying, but it didn't seem to have that same effect that Rob Zombie's previous films had done, especially House of a Thousand Corpses, because I had not seen Devil's Rejects. This almost had a sort of feeling of Rosemary's Baby, just a little bit, with some of the events that were going on. And this movie definitely had a lot of cult issues, leave it at that. What's really interesting is that they kept bringing up the whole Lords of Salem sort of music. It kept on getting repeated over and over again throughout the film, and different people were constantly feeling affected by it, and it wasn't good. It was kind of interesting to see the effects of the music. I would say that definitely the ending you guys should definitely watch out for, because that I would say was probably the weirdest part of the entire movie. I know I don't always talk about endings a lot, but this one, I'd say, was by far one of the creepiest I've ever seen, in a weird way. Overall, I would say that this movie was kind of interesting. The characters were, obviously this movie wasn't very well acted. I didn't really enjoy watching this movie. It did have some interesting points, but I don't think this movie really gave us, a sense of, Rob Zombie's true, sort of like, vision. And I think that there could have been something more added to the movie that wasn't shown here. I'll definitely leave it up to you guys to let me know in the comments what you guys thought of The Lords of Salem, and if you haven't seen this movie, which Rob Zombie movie is your favorite and why. Come back tomorrow for my next horror movie review. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates. Come back every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.